Hello, Aquarius. Hello, and happy birthday to all of you wonderful Aquarius out there. And I really do want to thank all of you Aquariuses for your support over the month of January 2019. This is Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside. And I'm coming to you with a mid-month report for January. It is now the 19th of January. It's right on the eve of your birthday. I just checked. It's at 29 degrees of Capricorn. So I'm just about in the mood to say happy birthday to all of you Aquariuses. You've got a big month coming up, a big couple of days coming up, okay? So let's get right into this. The big thing everyone's talking about is the full moon in Leo. It's coming up. I looked out the window tonight and the moon's already waxing very large. Okay, so we're dealing with a super moon. This is like one of those phenomena, super moon, and it's going to be a super blood wolf moon, and it's in Leo, and so it's opposing you guys, and this is going to be an exact opposition. I've checked into this thoroughly. I've actually got a couple of videos. So after watching this, I advise all you Aquariuses or Leos to go and watch that full moon in Leo video I made, because this is going to directly affect you. Okay, so yeah, on the 21st, there's going to be a full moon. It is a full lunar eclipse moon. It is a super blood moon, a wolf blood moon, and it is a super moon. It's, as astronomically, it is a large super moon. And the next time this moon of this magnitude would be around is in 2021. So we are experiencing something a little unique, and I do expect to see full-fledged full moon activity here. I wish I could say I had better news, but no, I'm sorry, I just don't. I expect to see full-fledged full moon activity this time, and this is because this full moon is going to be occurring in Leo, and Leo is it's histrionic, isn't it? And it's a little flashy and show-offy. I should know. I've got Mars in Leo. I am so over dramatic. I know I'm histrionic. Anyone who's with me and they don't know I'm histrionic, well, you didn't listen. I told you. Right? Okay, so now listen. Anyone who is an Aquarius, you got Aquarius rising, you got your moon in Aquarius, you got anything about Aquarius in your first house, because I'm counting myself in with the rest of you guys, because I've got Aquarius intercepted in my first house. I've talked about this several times with you guys, because I want you to understand the camaraderie I feel with every Aquarius out there and what's about to go on, okay? So when I'm talking about this, I feel like I'm talking about myself here. And I've got, okay, let me explain this really briefly for you. The way it works for me, I am a double Capricorn. There's no doubt about that. I am a Capricorn with Capricorn rising at 17 degrees. Okay, almost 18 degrees, but 17 degrees. Now, I have Aquarius, all of Aquarius, from 0 degrees to 30 degrees, intercepted between Capricorn rising and Pisces, because I've got like 3 degrees of Pisces in the first house as well. It's crazy, isn't it? I obviously have multiple personalities, I'm sure. And to make matters worse, now hold on, I'm not done. To make matters worse, because it's my first house, it's the angle, right? So any planet that would be in the angle, it's going to be a major aspect. But oh no, this wouldn't be just any aspect. No, Saturn, the ruler of the entire chart, is in the first house. And it's kind of exalted, because it's the co-ruler. So yeah, it's crazy. I have Saturn in the first house, hence the black and whatever. It's a thing I can't help myself. But it's also conjunct Mercury. And that's a whole story. I talk about that in one of my videos. And then that Mercury is in mutual interception with Uranus, because I have Uranus in Virgo and Mercury in Aquarius. You see that because Mercury belongs with Virgo and Uranus belongs with Aquarius. Mutual interception. Right. It's what makes me think like an astrologer. It all flows. Just all flows. Right. Yeah. See, now you get it, right? Yeah. From the 8th house to the 1st house. So it's like I got a direct link. I don't need no tarot card. Who needs a tarot card? Flows. Right. Okay. That's what that is. And that's all coming from my 1st house. So all of Aquarius is in my 1st house. All of it. And so I feel whatever you guys feel. Whatever that is, I go through it. The weirdness, the bum legs, all of it. I've got it. The whole Aquarius phenomena. The weirdo. The one that didn't fit in. The black sheep of the family. The person with the speech impediment. Hey, here we go. Right. Okay? So when I'm talking to you, I want you guys to know I feel like I'm sort of like ghosting myself a little bit here. I'm talking to myself in a way because it's so real and it hits so deeply at home. But I want you guys to know whatever we've been through, because God knows we've been through a lot. I mean, I don't even want y'all perpetrating with me right now. Okay? Don't even put on no front. I don't know what y'all been through, but every single one of y'all been through something. And if y'all sitting up here like, I ain't been through nothing, shut up. Okay? That's the air in you. Air signs close themselves off. I'm just saying. Open up your heart. You stop and think about what y'all do this year. I bet something happened. What happened? You done broke up with somebody. Either you did it or they did to you. Or maybe even something more serious, like lost a baby or something, you know what I mean? Or lost someone important. I'm joking, but it ain't funny. Because some serious stuff has gone down, okay? And it may be going down. Because, we're looking at it right here in the 1st house. It's affecting all of that. And don't forget all that emphasis with that Capricorn in that 12th house. That Pluto and that Saturn ain't going away right away. So it's going to ease up in a couple of days. Let's hope it's going to ease up in a couple of days. And then it's going to get a little bit better, and it's going to get a little bit better. Okay. Whew, but it's been tough, and I won't lie about it. It's been a little bit easier than it was like around October. Like that Scorpio period was harsh. Okay, so we're all just recovering from that. And I don't know what y'all been through, but I know y'all been through something. But it's getting better. Really, all joking aside, it's getting better. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm not going to show you, because I've drawn all over this chart, y'all. But right now, Jupiter, right, Venus and Jupiter, let me pull up. Y'all might not be able to see it, because I'm not on Zoom right now, but I will pull this up anyway, because I want to make sure I've got the exact numbers. Okay, so we've got that Venus and Jupiter, right? Because that Venus and Jupiter is in Sag, right? And they are, they're not quite exactly sextile. They're within 2 degrees of each other right now. Still basically making some sextiles there around 13 to 15 degrees. Okay, so any Aquarius that has their sun or rising or anything around 13 to 15 degrees, you could be affected right now with what's going on with Jupiter, very lucky, and Venus, very lucky. Your house of friends, your friendships are very lucky right now. Like groups. Anyone who is looking to expand, say, their business or their brand or make friends. I mean, this is the friendship time. When you got Jupiter and the house of friends, take advantage of that. Make as many friends as you can. Establish as many new relationships as you can. I can tell you something. There has been the craziest thing that occurred as a indirect result of my separation. So the day that I announced it, because I went public, I didn't even stop to think about it. My first instinct was to just share all my pain, all my everything, and I just all over the internet. Well, I met the guy on the internet, and he broke up with me on Facebook, so it just seemed fitting to put the whole business out, what I was willing to put out. But the day that I did that, I got like 13 confessions from men that I never even thought even knew I existed beyond just a name. And it just showed me that there are people behind these names that you see every day, and there are people who are thinking about you and other things. I mean, it's amazing. I've made new friends, or I felt like I bonded a little bit more with certain people. And it's just been amazing because you take a chance and you open up like that. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit scary. I mean, I won't lie. When you're in pain, though, do you even think about your reputation or what other people think about you? You don't care. All you care about is you got to get it off your chest, or you've got to let it out somehow. And I can tell you why that is. I mean, I don't just excuse how beat up this is now, but that's Uranus and that Mars down in the third house. I talked about that before. We want to just communicate. If there's something on our hearts or on our minds, I mean, get it off your chest. Why hide it? I don't get it. I mean, I know you might have felt that way over the last month or so because, with all the emphasis in Capricorn in the 12th house, you've been hiding and stuff. I talked about that before. But now it's all time to let it go. Let it go. It's all out. Let it all out. Communicate. Let it go. And Uranus is direct now. It's not even retrograde anymore. It's not quite in Taurus yet. But I told you, Uranus was going to go retrograde. And I have a feeling that there are a lot of people who are already regretting some of the decisions they made while Uranus was retrograde. And I've been saying that, like, well, what are you going to do when it goes direct? And I've kind of been sensing that, there's a lot of regret out there. But, it's important that you express yourself. So don't stuff anymore. It's time to express yourself because everything is direct right now, it looks like. Yeah. It's amazing. It's a direct time. It's all systems go, man. Full steam ahead. Like, wow. Incredible. I just looked and I didn't see a retrograde on the board. Amazing. Okay, so full steam ahead, especially when it comes to like love and friendships and like anything you're doing on social media, like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube. It's time to do it. I mean, Venus and Jupiter are there. It's 11th house. And if you go outside and, you want to go mingling or meet new people, even meet new singles. I mean, when Jupiter is in the 11th and Venus is in the 11th, it means it's Venus opposing the 5th and Jupiter opposing the 5th, which means it's activating the 5th. So might be some romances budding out there. I'm not saying they're optimal times, but oppositions usually mean you could meet your opposite, or sometimes that person, it's possible. Now, I do want you to be careful about finances because Neptune is in your second house and it's at 14 degrees. Neptune goes kind of slowly. It's not retrograde anymore, but it's smack dab in Pisces, right? So that's right in the midst of your second house. And I can't say that your money is bad, but do you even know what's going on with your money? I can honestly say I've got this set up, and I don't. I think I've got some payments for a reading I did. I did the reading without the payment because I knew she was in distress. I had a couple of people said they wanted readings this week. I haven't even checked to see if I've gotten the money to schedule the readings. That's what I mean. Like, we need to get a little bit more on top of our money and our finances. And like, I know, I mean, this is Neptune, right, in Pisces at home. And so, yeah, we're so enthralled with the helping part. Like, I love doing the videos, and I do the free mini readings for people at the group, and I love posting memes and making articles about the full moon and all of that kind of stuff. But that's not the exact same thing as my actual business, which would keep me afloat and alive, you know, monetarily, which is, you know, my professional reading. So I need to stay on top of those a little bit more and put more emphasis on earning money, and not just because my soul feels happy when I get to do this. Which is so Pisces and Neptune, isn't it? And so I don't know what you guys are doing. I mean, as far as your financial income and stuff like that. But be aware of that. Because right now we're a little woo-woo when it comes to the second house of money and finances. And even what we have to give. Like, you know, here it is. I'm coming out of this dying marriage, which you know, it's so funny. I don't even know where I stand on that, because I will always love that guy, even though he might not be a great guy. Or maybe he is. I don't know. Maybe we just had a bad experience. I don't know. But I feel like no matter what, and I know that a lot of you Aquariuses may be feeling this too, is that it's time for us to move forward and to grow and to expand and to stay away from the things that hurt and that were felt dark. Hold on. Oh, my daughter appeared on the news. And she just sent me a link to, she spoke at the Women's March. That girl. You know, I hope she does become famous, because then it would prove that having an astrologer as a mother who told you exactly what to do was helpful. I have a theory, and I will share this with all of you now. I've said this, and I hope that this gets through when I say it this time. But my theory about astrology and people in general, okay, is that there are some things that people do, and then there are some things that people are. And when you come across people, one of the things I love about astrology is that I can quickly determine if there's something that someone is doing, or if they're expressing who they generally are. And a lot of people hide who they are, but that will always come out if they're doing something not jiving with what I see. And it's been proven, I've every time. But then there are some people, you see their chart and you're like, oh, that person is supposed to be this, that. I've come across several people like that. Every time I see them, they might be in a certain position. But I have this strange ability to see people at their highest level. Yeah, I see some of the bad, but maybe it's that Neptune giving thing. I have this ability to see people at their highest level, which is great if you're helping them to go toward that highest level. But because that's an issue for some people, climbing out of that, whatever that is. And by the way, if anyone has any issues with that, please reach out to me, because I feel like that's part of the gift I guess I was given, which is amazing, isn't it? Anyway, you, anyone with this setup, Aquarius, with Neptune in that second house, may find that giving and compassionate work and helping and healing and even music. I see music there even could make you money, but really it's just helping and reaching out and giving. There's a certain compassion in giving and the helping that I see that is really prevalent in your chart. And this is really indicated now because the North Node is really in the 6th house now. And it's retrograding into the 6th, 26 degrees, I think. Yeah, 26 degrees. In Cancer. And I have Cancer in the 6th house. And, it's a very emotional house, isn't it? It makes us very emotional. But it shows that we can do work that is compassionate work right now. We can do some helping and some healing. We can heal ourselves. I think we can heal our bodies, especially when it comes to issues like food and all of the emotional issues. I think this is a great healing time for many of us. So I hope that you take advantage of that. And work, like healing at work. Definitely healing the work area. So I hope you can take advantage of that. Now, the big thing, of course, I guess everyone's been talking about it, is that full moon. It's a full moon, full lunar eclipse. It's going to be happening in the 7th house. That's opposing the 1st house. That, to me, indicates full-on, like full throttle, problematic, argumentative possibilities. It could just come out in like flirtations and love, maybe, because it's I see like whoever your significant partner is, hopefully in a positive way, I hope, being a part of your life on the 21st on that full moon. But if not, then just strive to not get too emotional in the area of your relationships, because a full moon there could just show where you might go a little bonkers in that area. I hope not. I hope not. I hope the opposition just creates like this balance. I think of any sign that could work out the balance, it would be your Aquarius, because it's going to be right between the 1st and 7th house. So be aware of that. It's going to be dealing with like your independence, your freedom, yourself, your personality versus your partner and their needs and their wants, and spending time on them and giving them attention. And I can tell you, I'm feeling that now because my little friend has called me several times to get my attention, and I think we might have missed each other, and I feel bad because I don't want to ignore him. I want to let him know that he matters to me and that I care about him, and I want to get to know him better and spend more time with him and see where all of this goes. Now, there may be something like that occurring in your life right now. It may be that that full moon might be, I might hear something from my second husband, or maybe he might decide that's the day he wants to either stay together or get a divorce, for sure. I mean, who knows? It's one of those kind of days, and I just need you to be aware of it so it doesn't take you by surprise, and that you can prepare for it, and that it will ease you into February, because that vibe of that 1st and that 7th house pull is going to be felt for 2 weeks after that full moon. And that being the full lunar eclipse that it is, and dealing with issues with altar and things like that. Oh yeah, definitely go by my website, astrologyaLookInside.com. look up the full moon, and I talk about some things there. And then on YouTube, look up my, I think it's full moon in Leo, opposed Aquarius sun. And I made a video about that in the month of January. Look that up, read those, or look at that, read those and look at that. And that will also give you a lot of the information that I might not be giving to you in this video. Now, I wanted to spend a lot of time with you Aquariuses this month because it's your month. And it's only fair that I spend time on you and hopefully helping you to feel special. And so one of the things that I've done is that I found a series of quotes and things that I found on the internet that I want to say to you. Now, if this had been Zoom, I would have been able to share this with you, which is one of the things that I do during my readings. I just want you to know that. But I'm going to read this to you because it's some things that my heart felt I needed to share as a birthday present to all of you lovely Aquariuses out there. Okay, so I'm sipping on my green tea with cinnamon sticks. Okay. What you send out comes back. What you sow, you reap. What you give, you get. What you see in others exists in you. Do not judge, so you will not be judged. Radiate and give love, and love will come back to you. Isn't that beautiful? So that was one that I wanted to share. The next is a little bit different because this, I might save this. Let me just see the next one. This one's a little long. This one is not as long. And this one is not as long. Well, let's do the long one because I think there's a reason why I'm being led to do the long one first. This is not mine. I'm reading off of memes that I've seen. And I was going to share and probably would share at the website or on the probably Facebook or something. But I want to share this with you now because this is a 30-day self-care challenge. And I thought it was so interesting because they break it down in 4 weeks. I have no vested interest in it. It's by someone named SimoneClement.com. So I just thought I'd give them their props for what they've done because I thought it was so cool. Anyway, in week 1, it says 1, go for a walk alone. 2, take a bubble bath. I haven't done that in a long time. I used to take bubble baths every morning before I went to work. I did. I had this house with a tub upstairs and a shower downstairs, and I loved taking a bubble bath every morning in the cold. It would just warm your body up. It was wonderful. Anyway, 3 is meditate for 10 minutes. 4, write in a journal. 5, do an art project. 6, apply a face mask. 7, do your hair. Okay, that's week 1. Week 2, 8, disconnect for 1 day. I'm assuming they mean from our cells and our notebooks and our computers and maybe even, I don't know what, the internet perhaps even. 8, watch a sad film. 10, have a long cry. I've done some of these. 11, a long walk with a dog. I don't have a dog. 12, paint your nails. 13, life goals list. Let's make a life goals list. 14, dry brush your body. Dry brush. What's a dry brush your body? Is that with a loofah? Now I'm going to have to go look into all of this. My goodness. Week 3, a glass of, number 15 is a glass of wine. Okay. Number 16 is a bar of chocolate. Look, those 2 days alone will probably put me in the hospital. We're going to need to come up with some alternates for some of us. I can't have neither wine nor chocolate. I can have probably some of that angry ale. You know, they have the pear and the apple ale. It's so good. There's no gluten in it. I can't have grapes or gluten, so I've got to be careful. And I cannot eat chocolate or nuts. So the bar of chocolate's out as well. Number 17 is feelings journal. So a special journal for our feelings. Very good. Number 18, a health tracker. Number 19, get a massage. Number 20, feel good film. Oh, feel good. Oh, what was that? With that Sandra Bullock? What was that called? That you saw that the Netflix thing everyone's going on about. I saw that. I can barely remember it. That just shows things go in my brain and out. But I did see it. It was very good. I highly recommend it. Good film. 21, listen to a happy song. 22, look at an old picture. Week 4, 23, go to a cafe alone. That would probably send me into a mental institution. I'm not ready to do things alone at this point of my life. I'm aware of my frailties. 24, go to the movies. 25, compliment poster. Compliment poster. I'm going to have to look some of these things up on the internet. 26, go dancing. 27, paint a picture. 28, take a photo walk. Ooh, I guess that's where you walk along and you take photos of nature and all the things that you see and stuff like that. 29, meditate for 30 minutes. And 30, an afternoon nap. I think all of these are really great advice or ideas for 30 great things to do to pick yourself up and to spend time on yourself. And the reason I thought about this in general is because the sun is going to be in the first house, Aquarius. It's really all about you, even though maybe on the 21st when the full moon's in Leo, you might think it's all about your partner, or your partner might think it's all about your partner. But really, the next 30 days is going to be all about you, Aquarius. It's all about you and feeling good about you and doing good things for you and taking care of you and spoiling you and making yourself feel like you're the head BIC in charge, right? It's all about you. Okay, so that's why I read that. And I hope if you have to go over that a couple of times and hear it and let it sink in and realize it's okay to take care of yourself and pamper yourself and spoil yourself and love yourself. You know, there's so many things I've always thought was over the top or too much. I thought too much of myself if I did it. And now I realize other people do it all the time. You take care of yourself. Sometimes we just get so caught up in what we're caught up with, we forget to take care of ourselves. Like, I can't believe how long it's been since I've had a bubble bath. A real, actual bubble bath. It's been about 7 years. I'm not kidding. It's been years. And, oh, gosh, maybe since we left Kentucky. Since we left Kentucky. Oh, yeah, it's been years. Maybe 10 years. It's amazing how it's little things like that. Taking a bubble bath that you take for granted. I used to take a bubble bath every single day, and I just can't believe how long it's been. Absolutely incredible. I'm going to have to fix up my bathtub and take a bubble bath. That's all there is to it. Okay, so let's repeat after me. I'm going to resize this. I can see it a little bit clearer because it's a little small. But I'm going to say this amazing affirmation. I want you to repeat after me. So I'll say it kind of slowly. Hold on to my magic amethyst when I say it. I am amazing and astonishing. I am brilliant and beautiful. I am clever, courageous, and caring. I am fabulous, funny, and giving. I am happy, loving, and lovable. I am outstanding and sexy. I am terrific, tantalizing, and totally wonderful. I am unique and special, and most importantly, I am me. Isn't that beautiful? Repeat that as often as you need to until you really believe it all. And finally, I'm going to make this one a little bigger to read too. It's just a little small. Okay, make this a little bigger. There we go. And this is called success. Because, yes, it's about our selves and our bodies and our personalities and our physical selves. But it's also about the power and that we have, that we possess, the belief in ourselves, and being able to harness what power and gifts that we have and use it to our benefit to improve our life. Right? So I'm going to read this one, and I'll also read it slowly so that you can repeat it as necessary. And it's called Success. And I will take a sip of tea. Success. I have unlimited power. I deserve to be successful. I am committed to results. I have a sense of urgency. I am passionate. I am focused. Every day, I take steps toward my goal. Others help me get what I want. Success. Okay, guys. Those were the messages I felt led to give to you. For some reason, I feel like there were some Aquariuses out there that really needed to hear those particular messages, whether it was about success or it was about feeling amazing and astonishing and fabulous, or if it was about, you know, the 30 days of 30 things to do to take care of yourself and make yourself feel better and healed. And the first one, I forget which that was, but I was led to share that with you as well. So I hope that this message gets through to the hearts and souls and the special spirits that this message is meant to get through to, because I feel so compelled to make this message tonight for you Aquariuses. And I'm just sending out all of my love and my light and many blessings to all of you Aquariuses in the month of January and February. Happy birthday to all of you Aquariuses. May this month be better than the month before, and may 2019 be better than the year before. Wishing you all the best.